What do you like to do when we're at the cabin?
Play.
You like to play? You play in the rocks and the dirt, and you bring your excavators up there, and we have all kinds of fun outside of the cabin, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then when we're not in the cabin, what happens to the cabin?
What?
Oh, we rent it to people who pay us money to stay there.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying.
Welcome. This is the Hot Real Estate Investing Podcast, a podcast dedicated to helping others through real estate investing. Our hosts interview guests from all aspects of real estate investing who generously share valuable experiences and advice. Whether you're starting out or an experienced investor, this is the show for you.
Hello, and how's it going? My name is Travis Shelton, and welcome to the Hot Real Estate Investing Podcast, where we focus on the mindset, motivation, and methodologies of successful real estate investors. And today, I have the most special guest I've ever had on the podcast, and that is Mr. Cooper Stewart Shelton. How you doing today, Coop?
Yes, good.
All right, I love it. You're doing good. All right, you got your shirt on. You just had a nice lunch. What'd you have for lunch?
Meatballs and spaghetti.
Meatballs and spaghetti. We had the good stuff for lunch. You got to go to the park with G-Pot earlier. You've had a good day, huh?
Yes, I did.
All right, and now we're going to have a great podcast where we're going to talk about teaching your kids about real estate, all right?
Okay.
And Cooper has been involved in real estate since he was really born. And we were just lucky enough to buy a 6-unit in Georgetown, South Carolina that we called Cooper Commons after you. Did you know that?
I know that.
You know that. All right. And so today we're going to talk about, again, what to teach your kids. We're going to talk about Cooper's first house, the house he was born in that we work on. We're going to talk about the cabin that we like to go to. And then lastly, we're going to talk about some additional principles you can teach your children. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
All right, Coop. How old are you, by the way?
4.
You're 4 years old. How old's your sister?
4.
No, your sister's not 4. Come on, bro.
That is me.
Sonny is 3. Okay. And what about your baby brother?
1.
Baby Brock is 1. Good job. All right. So let's talk, Coop, about what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. Yeah. He wears blue. His mom made him look sharp. Wear a nice polo today. All right. Let's dive in. We know you're 4. You got a brother. You got a sister. Your favorite color is blue. You like to ride your bike. Anything else the audience should know about you? No, not really. That's enough, right? That you like real estate? Do you like real estate?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. We're going to talk about that. Okay. So let's talk about the house you were born in. Okay. How far is that house from where we live now?
Close.
It's close. It's right across the street, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what do we do at that house? Do we live there? Do we spend the night there? Do we ever spend the night there?
No.
No. What do we do at that house? What do you do at that house?
We check it every day.
Well, we don't check it every day, but we do check it, right? We check it between people staying there and what people stay there and they pay us to stay at that house, right?
Oh, I know that.
You know that. Yeah. So, we're trying to tell the audience what happens in that house. So this was a house that originally Erin bought, my wife, before we were married. She bought it as a great foreclosure deal in a great community called Desert Ridge in Phoenix, Arizona. Bought it for about $175,000. It was actually worth more when she bought it. Got a great deal on it. And that was a house we totally remodeled. We moved into. And that was kind of the impetus of us being able to save a ton of money for other real estate opportunities. And we also got married in that house and we had little Cooper. And Cooper we always talk about it, that was the house he was born in, but really it was just the house we brought him home to. He was born at Honor Health, Scottsdale Shea. But we talk about that house because we always try to teach our kids about the values and the benefits of real estate. Okay, Coop. So about that house. What do you do at that house? When we go check it out, what do we do? Do we make sure it's clean?
The door is clean.
Do we make sure there's nothing around or nasty in it? Do we want to make sure the hot tub's ready and filled up?
Yes.
Don't play with the buttons or they're not going to hear you, bud. Hey, okay, so yeah, so this house, we had it as a long-term rental for a couple years, and then we transitioned into a short-term rental. And as a short-term rental, Erin, my wife, manages it, and Cooper gets to go over there pretty regularly and with my wife, and we'll help charge the cameras, take the trash in. We'll make sure there's nothing nasty at the house. We'll make sure that, that everything's right, right? We check on the people working on the house, the cleaners and the contractors. We always want to make sure those things are done. Okay, so that is the house that Cooper was born in. Cooper, let's talk about your cabin. How often do we go to the cabin? Do we go as much as you want to?
Yes.
Oh, we do. Wow, because you always complain. I want to go to the cabin. Can we go to the cabin? Can we go to the cabin? But when was the last time you went to the cabin?
3-2.
3-2. What does that mean?
That means 21 days.
21 days. Okay. 3-2 means 21 days. Now I know. I think it's even been a little bit longer. And here's the thing. So Cooper loves the cabin. Do you like the cabin?
Yes, I do.
What do you like to do when we're at the cabin?
Play?
You like to play? You play in the rocks and the dirt, and you bring your excavators up there, and we have all kinds of fun outside of the cabin, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then when we're not in the cabin, what happens to the cabin?
What?
Oh, we rent it to people who pay us money to stay there.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying. So then what we get to do is we get to stay at the cabin for free when other people aren't there. So unfortunately for Cooper, we don't get to go to the cabin near as much as he wants to because he wants to pretty much be there every single weekend, right?
Yes.
But we have taught delayed gratification. And so what we do is we'll go up there when we have to clean up, when, we can't go between every guest or every cleaning like we do with our house that's across the street. But when we go up there, we deliver supplies, we make sure it's clean, and Cooper helps with some of those things, right, Coop?
Yes.
And then he's always asking his mom when people are asking questions and texting her on Airbnb or the, VRBO, the vacation rental sites on, what's this happening? And he's always asking, what are they asking? Why are people at my cabin? If we're looking at people, arriving or leaving or looking at our cameras, he'll always be asking me or Aaron some questions about the cabin. So anything else about the cabin?
No.
Nope. Okay. So we talked about Cooper Commons, the house we have in Georgetown that we named after you. We talked about the house you were born in. And now we've talked about the cabin. So with real estate, let's talk about in general. We go driving for dollars pretty regularly as a family. Typically Friday or Saturday, we'll spend some time and either go look at a property or two, or just go drive a couple of different areas. So Cooper, do you like going and looking at new houses?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So when you go to these new houses, when we go into these new houses, when we look around, what are you looking for? Are you looking for like a big backyard, like a cool place to stay or like a cool place to run around?
Yes.
What about a big bedroom? Or do you want a little bedroom where just you live in?
A big bedroom, a big bedroom, a big bedroom.
What about a big play room or something cool like that?
I want that too.
Oh, you want everything. Okay. So we've taught our kids that, one of the things we like to do is go drive for dollars. We like to go look at real estate and we ask their opinion, hey, is this a big enough room for you? Do you like this area? Do you like that this is by a park? Do you like that this is by a school? We ask them all kinds of different questions. Do you like this this color? Now, Coop, I want you to talk about some other principles. Okay. I'm going to teach you something today. Okay. When I say dad tax, what does that mean? What do we do when dad talks about dad tax? What do I do?
You eat mine?
You're right. I do. I get my dad tax. But all my kids know that, hey, if I give them fruit snacks or I give them some chips or I give them some candy, that there's going to be a little bit of dad tax taken out of that, right? And that just means I'm just trying to teach them a simple philosophy that maybe not everything they get is theirs and that, there's a tax that comes with stuff. So I'll take a fruit snack or two for my dad tax so that they don't get the full bag of fruit snacks. Okay, what about owning versus renting, Cooper? Is it better? Do you think it's better that we have people pay us for the houses we have and then we don't have to pay for them? Or is it better for us to just pay for the houses that we own? And then mommy and just pay for them. So you want mom and dad to work even more, work like 3 or 4 jobs and never see you guys? Or would you rather us be around all the time and have other people pay for everything we have?
I want other people to pay for everything.
You want other people to pay for everything. That is a great insight. I like that. So, what I teach them typically when we go to these houses and we're walking the houses and they want to be at the house, right? We go to the house that he was born in.
What are you telling me?
Are you kidding me? And we go and we play Connect Four because we have games at the short-term rentals, and we talk about what we're doing at them just to educate them.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
And then we also talk about that other people pay for these homes, right? So that they pay to stay there, so that we can still have the home, but that people pay so that we can have the home. And same thing with the vacation rental cabin, that we have other people stay there, right, Coop? And they pay us, and then we get to go there up there for free. And I owe you a trip to the cabin soon, right? All right, so let's teach you this. I want to teach you something, okay? You ready to learn?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about an asset and a liability, okay? Can you say asset?
Asset.
Okay, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. Do you like money?
Yes, I do.
Why do you like money?
Because I love buying things.
You love buying things. We all love buying things, yes. Okay, so when you have money, can you buy more things or less things?
Less things.
No, if you have money, you can buy more things. So
okay, I love you. I like it when I was what?
Okay, just talk normal. You're trying to talk funny into the mic. You talk normal all the time.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So an asset is something that makes you money. Okay. So is an asset good or bad in your opinion?
Bad or good? I don't know.
Okay. Well, you like money, so you like things that make you money. So an asset is a good thing because it makes you money and it puts money in your pocket.
Understand?
So, like the house that you were born in, that's an asset. The house with a cabin, that's an asset. Okay. Because it puts money in your pocket. Okay, so an asset is something that puts money in your pocket, right?
Yes.
That's a good thing. Let's get a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
All right. And liability is something that takes money from your pocket. So now you can't buy as many things. Is that a good thing? Thumbs up, or is that a bad thing? Thumbs down.
Bad things. Thumbs down.
Good. So so you're smart, right? We just taught Cooper, a 4-year-old. You guys should know this. What is an asset and what is a liability? Money in your pocket, asset. Money out of your pocket, liability. All right. So these are just some things we try to teach our kids, right? So dad tax, what's owning versus renting? What's an asset? What's a liability? Okay. Hard work and responsibility of having to go over to these vacation rentals, checking them out, cleaning them up, checking on our who's, right? Our contractors, our cleaners, making sure that they're doing their jobs so that we're ultimately capitalizing and optimizing on our potential gross rents and everything. So we'll take out the trash, we'll check in on our who's, we talked about that. And we just want to make things perfect for other people, right, Coop? So if someone's staying at our place, we want it to look great, right? Because we always try our best, isn't that right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The last thing is, delayed gratification. This kid wants to go to the cabin every weekend. I'd love to take him there every weekend. I can't wait till I have enough money and assets to be able to have a cabin where we can really truly just have it as a liability. But right now we're not at that place. So we use our cabin as really just a celebration every once in a while that we can go up there when we do have an open weekend, kind of good and bad. We haven't had an open weekend for almost 2 years. So that's a great thing. But we do find time to get up there every once in a while because we do have to deliver supplies, recharge cameras, and do those sorts of things. So we use it when we can and during the week. And I really hope that you guys learned. I do this podcast for these kids. Cooper is one of my whys. In podcast 1, I talked about winning the day, and we talked about why I'm doing this podcast, and I want to be able to help deliver education and content, and hopefully something that you guys can take away. And these are principles I teach my kids. Maybe he hasn't learned them all yet. He's only 4, but one of these days, this guy's going to be running the business, and Sonny and Brock, and I really hope to raise these kids with good morals on the ground, the knowledge of what an asset and a liability is. And I love my kids. I love my life. I love my family. I love my wife. So
I love my whole life too.
You love your whole life too? Do you love mom?
I love mom every day.
All right. We love our mom. We love our dad. We love everybody. Do you love your dad?
I love my daddy.
All right. I love it. All right. Now we're gonna tune on. We're gonna tell everyone bye-bye, okay? So commit to taking action today, okay, to move your real estate investing forward. Take care, and God bless. All right, Coop, can you do the peace sign? Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Hot Real Estate Investing Podcast. Check out our website, hotrei.com, for for additional content and resources. And please take a moment to subscribe and leave a review so we can continue to bring even more value to others through real estate investing.
Okay, let's stop playing. Are you done with the podcast? Are you done? Or you want to keep going?
I'm done.